We're just going to cut to the chase. This is how Jarvis and I both rate the movie.
In the best way possible.
Yeah, the only best way possible.
Yeah. If you've seen the movie, then you know what the heck we're talking about.
So if I have to start this out any other way, it's to say if anything happens to Rocky, I will no longer be on this world.
Yeah, Rocky is literally out of this world.
Yeah, and I will be as well if something happens to him.
Yeah, we won't take any Rocky slander.
I will be buying this movie. I'm skipping ahead. I will be buying this movie on DVD.
Yeah,
and I will be watching it while sleep deprived with a newborn.
Yeah, this is a movie. Yeah, this is great. First off, this is Full-Time Movie Fans, and I'm your host Jarvis, and then this is host Rocky Lover
Michael
69420.
Nice.
That's your gamer tag.
Do you know that the thumbs down thing wasn't in the book? It happened because of the puppet that they made for Rocky.
There's a book. No, I knew that.
The puppet they made for Rocky. They did the part where it goes, this is what we do. It's called a thumbs up, and the puppet only had the it only had the open and close right there.
Yeah,
and they couldn't move it, so they just went with it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
which is such a great.
Yeah, it's iconic now.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes some of the greatest things are just unplanned things that just happen.
Like Rocky Hate Mark. That was a great one.
That was a great one.
Have you heard that bit? Have you heard the reason why that exists?
I've
watched a lot of stuff about this movie.
Yeah, which you do when you really love a movie.
Oh, for sure. So you can already tell how I feel about this movie. So one of Ryan Gosling's closest friends' name is Mark, and he was on set that day when they were doing stuff. And so in the script, they did a lot of ad-libbing for the script in general. But they got to a point where it was like, oh, let's talk about what about your mate, Grace? How do you have one back on Earth? And he made up a backstory, and he was like, yeah, she was really cool, and then she left me for some guy named Mark. And then the guy playing Rocky went, Rocky hate Mark.
Yeah,
just to make them laugh.
And was it Rocky? So usually, maybe we should save it for fun facts after the fact. We used to, fun fact. We do the game. But
yeah.
I think there's some fun facts. I've got one. Okay. I think you know it though too.
Probably, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, we'll save it. So you guys can have something to watch since we already gave you the.
I gave you some fun facts already. It's a good time.
Yeah, Project Hail Mary.
That's what we're doing.
Who knew? Who knew it was going to be great?
I got the book.
I think
the day after.
I think we all knew it was going to be great.
I spent 3 hours trying to get the audiobook on the app that I have the audiobooks on, and just to learn that Amazon has exclusive rights to the audiobook for Project Hail Mary, and I did not want to give them more of my money, so I got the book, which is great because from everything that I hear, the book is different from the movie in the way that it's less personal for Rocky and Ryland Grace and more about the cool space science part of it. And I'm these Full-Time Movie fans don't know a lot about me, but do you remember being back in elementary school and doing the career day, what do you want to be when you grow up? I remember very little about my childhood. I do remember this. My first what I want to be when I grow up was an astronaut.
Oh, really?
I've always been into space, and I am going to take this opportunity to blame my parents for doing the bad parent thing of let's maybe pick a different goal.
Wow,
because I probably would have.
Way to stomp on your dreams.
My first love is movies. But my real first love was space. And I have if somebody said tomorrow, hey, do you want to go take a trip to the space station or just to go
to
go orbit?
Planetarium as
I
a kid?
did. Oh no, because my parents didn't fucking take me to anything.
You never.
My mom lives 10 minutes from NASA. Ask me how many times I've been. 0.
Oh,
She 3 years ago for my birthday said that she would take me on a tour of NASA Guess when I got to do that. I haven't
Oh
yet.
my gosh.
So
You're making me as sad as this movie did.
I'm giving people some good backstory to Michael. Here's another fun one.
If your life were a movie, this would be the screen would get wavy and then we would go into your flashback.
Back in like 20, I want to say like 2016, 2017 ish. I went to
remember 2016.
yeah, crazy. I went on a trip to DC to go do. I don't even remember. I don't know why I went. You want to know what I did? I went to the museum of the Space Museum, and I have pictures. I had a great time. That is all I cared about while I went. I had a great time. Every time that a new space thing happens, like the Artemis 2 mission that just happened, I get so back into like, I could go to space. I could do it. I could probably make it work still, even though people dedicate their entire lives to doing that.
Yeah.
Which I would have, just to be clear. So now that we've established how much of a space boy I am, I'll tell you how my day went when I went to go see this movie.
Okay, so, yeah. Tell us. We're dying to know.
Yeah. I cried 4 times.
In the movie or before the movie?
No, 5 times during the movie. At all of the moments that probably made the most sense to cry, and maybe a couple that didn't. Better than Interstellar.
Oh,
I know that's a hot take, especially on the internet right now, where people are like, "It was good, but it wasn't that good." No, I think it was. Andy Weir, the guy who wrote The Martian, did write Project Hail Mary, so that tells you. Oh, and similarly to The Martian was a project funded by Matt Damon because he read The Martian and was like, "No, this needs to be a movie. It's really good." Ryan Gosling did the same thing. He optioned the rights to make a movie out of it after reading the book, and it's been his passion project for the past 6 years. I know I'm just giving out fun facts, but I really liked this movie. It was a great time. We left the movie, and I said I could probably see this 3 more times right now and not be satisfied.
Not be satisfied. Wow.
And extremely biased, probably top 10 movie for me.
Really?
Extremely biased.
Man,
biased.
you really, I didn't know you liked
space.
it this much.
I love space stuff. And the fact that there was an actual mission going around the moon at the exact same time this movie was out, insanely good for me.
You think they planned that on purpose?
I was eating so good. This whole past month for me was a bunch of my favorite things ever. This is not space related, but Race to World First with World of Warcraft. We won, by the way.
Oh,
big news!
I'm glad you told me about that.
Hit the 3-peat. It was awesome. There's a 5-peat, which turned into a 6-peat. There's 3 raids in this one. It's not a big deal because we won, so it doesn't matter. And then immediately afterwards, launched the Artemis 2 off to space. Awesome thing. Have you seen anything about it?
Yeah, I have. I saw their interview, I saw their call with our president,
which only made you go, yeah, they vibe, super chill of them, and then Project Hail Mary, which was my most anticipated movie of this year.
Oh wow!
For me,
wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I saw it and I was like, man, I think this will be good. I'll definitely say, if we want to get into my first impressions, I would say that it exceeded my expectations. I was expecting a decent movie. I was pleasantly surprised. This is a feel good movie, and it's also one that like has a very satisfying ending.
And space movies aren't very feel good movies inherently. You know?
Yeah.
Interstellar was not. The Martian was not.
No, yeah. They're very
This one was you got a good time. You get it. You get to have a good time. And, oh man, I had something now it's gone. But you had a good time, Jarvis?
I had a good time.
And would you recommend people go see it?
Would I? Wouldn't you like to know? Yes, I would.
2 thumbs up. And the fact that this is a Ryan Gosling passion project just makes it better. Is a good time. So now I'll get into the plot, and I'll explain that the plot is not convoluted, very straightforward, but it jumps between past and present just because when you get put in some like induced coma, you forget some things and need to remember them.
Yeah, I will say this: it's a very, I like it. It's a very interesting, like right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So just even the science that you can't fully grasp because you're just not smart. It's like Interstellar, but different. It's new. It's a made up thing, but it's still interesting,
Yeah,
right? So
Yeah, for
basically,
sure.
there's like some new space bacteria that's eating the sun and all the other suns.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
They're all
sun eater.
dimming, like that one My Hero Academia character. I'm a Jiki.
Yeah, that guy.
That's for full time anime fans. So we get introduced to this man coming out of a coma. Um, what has happened is that 3 astronauts were launched into space to go on a mission on the ship called the Project Hail Mary, or the Hail Mary. It's the project is Project Hail Mary. And he wakes up and doesn't remember who he is or what's going on or why he's in space, but he's in space. And that's a really interesting and difficult thing to come to terms with, I'll be honest with you. And he tries to piece together things that were going on, and notices that the 2 people that he was on the spacecraft with are dead. So he's the only one alive on the spacecraft in space and has no idea what's going on,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
You know what just popped into my head?
What?
This is kind of. Did you ever see the Adam Sandler movie where he's in space
No,
with a space creature and it's just him and the space creature talking?
no. What?
Yeah, he makes friends with the space creature.
No. I think you're thinking of Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling.
No. There is one. I'll show you after. I'll show
Okay.
you. Guys, put in the comments if you know which movie I'm talking about. But there is one.
Oh, Waterboy.
No, not that one.
So we
Use your medulla oblongata a little bit here, okay?
This is my bad. I can't. That's all I can think about is this movie. So he fumbles around the spaceship a little bit, finds more things, and starts getting a little bit of flashback of his past, which is that he was a middle school science teacher who really, really loves his job, and apparently only really loves his job as a teacher because he got blackballed by a bunch of his, what are they called, his peers, because he had a theory that not all life is formed around water. That life forms can be formed around other elements. Like who are we to dictate how life manifests, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some new thing going on in the world where a couple of astronauts and scientists found what they call the Petrova line, which is a line of alive creatures that they don't know are alive, but moving things that are going from the sun to Venus, and they don't know why, and they also recognize that the sun is dimming a bit, and they also don't know why. And so the kids start freaking out because that means that they could die. And Ryland Grace, as a good teacher, goes, "Guys, you don't have to worry about this. This could all happen within the next 20 to 30 years." And they go, "We're 10. What are you talking about?" And he goes, "No, don't worry. It's not. The best minds in the world are working on it right now." Turns out one of the best minds in the world comes into contact with him, shows up and says, "Hey, this you?" And shows the paper. And he's like, "Yeah, but apparently I'm stupid, so it doesn't matter." And she goes, "Come with me." And he does not want to because he doesn't want to. He gets forced into a car and brought to a lab where they have the things. What are they called? Well, I forgot what they're called. They have a term for them, but it's basically sun eaters. And they have a couple of them. And they want him to do experiments on it because they believe that he would understand the best of a living creature that came from the sun. where
Yeah.
there's probably no water. Turns out they are water-based living organisms,
Yeah,
which is
he
devastating for
yeah,
him.
he has a whole moment where he was like, "Wow, I was wrong."
It's awful, and they go, "Why? What's happening?" Because they're water-based, which is really funny. And he accidentally kills one, so he knows that they can die, and he goes, "Well, this is great because now we can look up some stuff." And he does a couple more tests, and all of the best scientists in the world are watching him. He doesn't explode. That's also great news.
Yeah.
And then he goes into a tunnel to go take a break, and the lady goes, "So what did you learn?" He goes, "That they're living organisms that come from the sun." And she goes, why are they dimming the sun?" And he goes, "I don't know." And she goes, "Why are they going to Venus?" He says, "I don't know." She goes, "Okay, well, do you want to work on this project?" And he said, "I'm just a middle school teacher, man. I can't do that." And she goes, "Okay, well, bye then." He said, "Well, will I learn anything about this?" She goes, "No." He goes, "Oh, maybe I'll stay then if that's cool. Is that cool?" It's just, "We left one for you. We left two for you, and the dead one,
Yeah.
and that's all you get." And he went, "Okay." And he goes into his little lab by himself, and his new buddy Carl, who is played by one of the actors from The Bear, who I love so much. And he starts throwing out ideas to Carl, and Carl goes, "I don't know, man. I just work here." And he goes, "Hey, Carl, do we have a spending budget?" And he goes, "We do not, but I do." And they become best friends, and they have a little montage where they go to Home Depot and get some plywood and duct tape and
Yeah.
a bunch of other fun stuff. And they build a little thing to simulate what could possibly be why they're going to Venus. And they almost lose it. They build another box around it. And they come back, and the two turned into three. And he called the lady and said, "Carl and I had a kid.
Yeah.
We're fathers."
A few of them.
A few of them. And he is immediately picked up and brought to I think he got picked up in like a fighter jet, flown into the middle of the ocean onto an aircraft carrier, and then put in front of a bunch of people to talk about his discovery of how they make more of themselves.
Yeah.
He has no idea what's going on, like at all. They go, "So how do they replicate?" And he said, "Well, I put them in a box with a red light, and I turned off all the other lights, and then I came back, and there were three of them." They say, "So you made a plywood box?"
Yeah.
He
He just set the mood for them.
Yeah.
They did their thing.
And he said, "And how do they replicate?" And he goes, "From as far as I know, the light is like, and are you able to replicate this? And how quickly could you make 2 million kilos?" And he went, "I'm sorry." What? So basically,
He's definitely a fish out of water.
yeah. They give him full clearance, and they go, "Okay, so we're gonna turn them into fuel and go to space and go to this one star and this one planet. There's this one star that isn't dimming out of all of the ones that are dimming, and figure out why it's not dimming, so that we can hopefully keep our sun from dimming before we all die."
Yeah.
And he went, "So a Hail Mary?" And she said, "Yeah, quite literally a Hail Mary." I said, "Okay. Well, I guess we'll figure it out." So he creates this fun little like engine that is based off of opening a flap to let them expel a bunch of energy from themselves by seeing the red light and absorbing it. It's really cool, funky technology that is more fun when they explain it in the movies. And he gets to meet the crew. And he talks to the lady, which I forget her name. Let me see real quick. I'm going to be surprised, but I'm sure they say it a lot. Ava Stratt, that's her name. So Ava, he talks to her and is like, "Hey, these people who are going into space, like, we need 2 million kilos to get there, but how are they going to get back?" And she goes, "Oh, they're not. They know that they're going to sacrifice their lives to hopefully save all of us." And he went, "That's insane. I'd never be able to do that. That's insane." And he talks to some of the astronauts, and they're like, "Yeah, no, like we're totally cool with this. Like we know we've got stuff that we're fighting for over here. You know, it's easier to be brave when There's something to be brave for. And we get to choose how we go out. And the crazy Russian one goes, yeah, mine is lethal injection with a little bit of heroin. And the captain's like, I'll take what she's having. And Ryland Grace is sitting there like, and we're all okay with this. And we're all, like, we all know this is happening. We're all okay with this. I'm giving you all of the background before we go back into space.
Yeah,
because
that's
this is
okay.
the best way to do it, I think.
Yes, I agree.
And the day before they go off on their expedition, they have a little karaoke moment, which is kind of relevant, but you should be there for it.
Levity,
You should be there for it. The crew is like super pumped to go on this mission. It's real great. And then the day of, they're getting ready to set everybody off, and boom, big explosion. Something fucked up, and the science crew died. I think there were supposed to be 4 on the mission, and now there's 2 on the mission because the science crew died, like in an actual like devastating explosion. Awful in the middle of the ocean. In the middle of the ocean. It was like it's not the middle of the ocean.
No,
it was like some actual ground base. Yeah. And they have a little sit down with Ryland Grace, and he goes, "Well, what do we do now? Because like they need an expert on this to go into space." And they went, "Yeah,
we got one.
We got one." He was like, "Oh, okay, great. Then,
Yeah.
let us know who is it."
Sweet.
Yeah, no, I can't do that. I'm not an astronaut. Like, I'm not trained. And one of the astronauts goes, "Well, I mean, all of that stuff's just stuff that we do for PR anyway. Like, you'd be fine." He's like, "I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. Like, I can't. I'm not going on a suicide mission. I'm not going into space. That's not happening."
Can I think about it? And they're basically like, sure,
Yeah.
you have
an hour, like 3 hours, I think it was.
you're something like that.
And 3 hours happens, and this is all spoilers for the end of the movie, but it doesn't matter because you kind of know what happens.
Kind of, yeah.
So he takes the 3 hours. He goes into her office and he goes, "I know that this is like the most important thing, and I just can't do it. And I'm sorry. And you're brilliant. I know that you'll have a backup plan, and I'm really sorry. I just can't do it." And she goes, "You are my backup plan, and I wish that this would have been easier." And so he tries to run away from them, giving him an induced coma, and they succeed. And that's why he's on the spaceship, and we don't know why the other astronauts died, but he didn't, and now he has to save the world. He makes it to where they need to go because of time dilation shenanigans, which is actual science, which is really cool.
Yeah, which we
really cool actual science.
We learned about that in
Interstellar.
Interstellar. Yeah.
I did not know it was actual science until I watched a video about it. Awesome. Awesome
science.
actual science is really cool. Time is not a real construct. It also is because they can quantify it, and that's weird.
Yeah.
And the faster you move, the slower time moves, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
But that's all for the book. So if you're interested, go read the book. Hold on. I have to respond to this.
Yeah. So basically, he's not having a good time. Because he was forced to go on a basically. I mean, it wasn't as dire as Interstellar, where they knew that it was basically like more than likely a suicide mission, that they weren't ever going to go back home and see their family. They had it set up where there was a lot more hope that he was going to be able to make it back, and so he's staying. His demeanor is pretty okay because
he at least has an objective, like a task.
Yeah.
He doesn't. Well, it's easy to occupy your mind with not thinking about the inevitable when you have something to do, and that's good. So they make it, or he makes it rather. He shoots the other 2 out of the cargo bay because I mean, let's be real, I would too. Being on a spaceship with corpses doesn't sound like fun. But he makes it to the planet, and he takes out his little telescope and looks around and sees that there's a little break in the line, the Petrova line. But there is a Petrova line going from the sun to one of the close planets. And there's a little break in the line. There's not actually a little break in the line. What he sees is another spaceship, a much larger, like massive spaceship, insanely large, and it gets real close to him and shoots out a little message in a bottle, which misses him entirely.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Very good. And he's freaking out because he's like, I'm making contact with something and I don't know what's going on. Do they want to kill me? I don't know what's happening.
There was a whole moment
like,
where he kept like trying to get away from it, and it would show up right next to him, and just following him.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny.
Very good. And so they shoot off another message, but a lot slower. And he goes, "What are they doing?" Oh, they think I'm stupid. So he goes on a little spacewalk to go capture it. Grabs it, takes it inside, can't get it open, starts freaking out, goes, "Oh man, everything just like this doesn't make sense. Everything feels backwards. This thing is xenon, but it's solid. Xenon's a gas. How does that even work?" He goes, "Oh, backwards. Righty tighty lefty loosey." He just flips the other way. He opens it, and there's a little message on the inside. It's not really a message. It's like a thing, and a little like stick figure version of himself in another bottle. And he starts doing some tests on everything. The other spaceship sees his centrifugal thing so that he can have fake gravity.
Yeah.
And at some point, they end up linking up. The ships move together. They have artificial gravity that way. And he makes first contact. He goes into that weird tunnel, tells him to go away.
Yeah, he made a tunnel for him so they could connect.
Yeah. And inside, I'll just skip to the goods, is a sentient creature that looks like a rock and a spider put together. And Ryland Grace calls him Rocky. They find a way
in the Adam Sandler movie, it is literally a spider that he talks to, a space spider.
Oh, disgusting.
With telepathy.
Oh, disgusting. More cut into the chase, long story short, Rocky and him learn how to communicate. It's really cool because it makes like actual sense. And he learns that Rocky was in a crew of like 300 of his kind, and he is the only one that survived. So he is also alone.
So they're automatically like
twinning. They're like best friends immediately.
Yeah. They have so much in common.
They really do. And they are both on the same mission to figure out why the stars are dying.
I think Rocky is more of an engineer, though, right?
Yeah. So the thing that they talk about in interviews is that they wanted to put like what another civilization would have had as like an advanced science, and so the humans have a lot of good like. I don't know. I'm not a scientist, but it's not. It's like mechanical science. And the Iridons, I think is what they're called, Iridians, something like that.
I think so. Yeah,
they have good engineering science, and so they can like make constructs and fairly quickly out of nothing. So they agree that they're going to work on this together now and figure it out and save the world, which is awesome of them. Rocky eventually moves in. I'd explain it, but it would take too long. And they go to the planet that all of the things from the Petrova line are going to.
Yep.
Capture a few of them. See that there are less leaving than there are going to it, which is weird. And oh my God, it's because
was it less, or was it just not increased? I thought it was more that it didn't.
It was slightly less.
Okay,
was what they were talking about. So slightly less. And Rocky goes, "Oh, it's life. Life is the reason. There's a predator on the planet that's eating them, so that there's an actual natural balance to it all." And so they go on this really awesome mission to quite literally just chuck a cage into space, into the atmosphere, to grab some, to do some tests to try to...
like fishing. They just drop the bucket.
Literally just fishing. But like really dangerous fishing, just to be clear. It works, but with a lot of complications. Ryland, Mr. Grace, if you will, knocks his head on the console while they're trying to like stabilize the ship. Rocky has to leave his little eco dome he made for himself, almost killing him so that he can stabilize the ship and get Grace back to the med bay where the robot nurse is. And he wakes up and goes, "Oh, we did it. That's crazy. Rocky, why are you not moving?" And there's like a whole like 5 minute time lapse of Rocky just not moving.
Yeah,
Not
worried. Yeah.
yeah, like right. Grace is sitting there like, "Hey, I was able to replicate them. Like they're multiplying. Your things worked. You gotta wake up, buddy.
Yeah.
Like you gotta wake up. I'll watch you while you sleep. You gotta wake up. I don't know what to do without you, but like we did it. Like we solved the problem.
Yeah.
We just have to get it back, and I don't know how to get your half back.
Yeah.
Lucky for us, Rocky is alive, and they've
Thank
saved the
goodness.
stars. Yay! So they go their separate ways. Rocky's little capsules that they made to house these guys. Very good, very safe, very stable.
Yeah.
And they start heading home. They're there was a moment I forgot to talk about where Rocky has to go take his stuff home.
Yeah.
And Grace tells Rocky he's going to send a probe back. And he goes, "Well, why don't you just go back yourself?" He's that's the thing is I don't have enough of these little guys to get me home. So the whole plan was to get me out here and I get them the information and save the world. And Rocky went, "I'm not cool with that.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with that at all."
Dude, Rocky's the kind of friend you want to have.
Absolutely.
Because you show up and you're like, I can't do the thing, and he's like, "Oh, we can do the thing.
we're gonna
thing.
fix that.
Yeah.
And he goes, "No, it's cool, man. I've made my peace with it." And Rocky goes, "What does that mean?" He goes, "I know what's gonna happen, and that's okay."
Yeah.
And Rocky goes, "I can get you some. I can get you some. You can go home."
He's
he
like,
said-
I've got more.
And Grace goes, "There's no like that's not that'll hurt you." And he goes, I'll get home 6 years slower."
Yeah. He was like, yeah.
Like this means nothing to me.
Yeah. And
If
then,
that means that you get to go home.
and that's a really emotional moment.
So good. Such a good moment.
Yeah, because
Grace literally turns around in tears and says, "I didn't mean any of that."
Yeah, because it hits him that now he can be home, like he can go back to Earth, and now that it's a reality, now that it's possible, he's like, I want to go home, like more than anything.
Yeah. He starts daydreaming about being at home and
Well, yeah,
what that
and
was
he,
like.
they had all those moments previously where he was showing him Earth, like the
it was very
oceans and the
sweet.
forests, and just like what
Celebrating.
it was like.
Because they're saving the universe.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
did it.
Yeah.
And so they go their separate ways. They say their goodbye. It's very sweet, very sad.
Yeah.
Very bittersweet. And then few minutes, but like months later for them, there's a breach in the Hail Mary where their new little predator got out of the xenonite little capsule that Rocky made. And he said, "It's not a problem for me because I just put it in a bag. Everything's contained. We're all good."
Yeah, he just bagged the capsule.
But Rocky's ship is made out of xenonite.
Yeah.
And if something breaches the ship is the breach. So if nobody goes to help him, he's just gonna die.
Yeah, he did some quick math.
And he did some math, and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna send the samples home, and I'm probably not gonna make it."
Yeah.
So we get our second Rocky fake out death. He gets there just in time to save Rocky. And we get a nice little montage of the humans in their now very cold Earth getting the information and the understanding that Ryland probably didn't make it.
Yeah.
Until we get a little flash forward where Ryland Grace is in a house just like with the robot for some reason. And oh my God, there's like water and landscape and Rocky's there. They took him back to their planet and made him a little eco dome while they tried to
love that so much.
make enough repairs to his ship to send him back to his home. And Rocky shows up and he goes, "Hey, the engineers are ready. They said that they can send you home whenever you're ready." And he goes, "Can I think about it?" And Rocky goes, "Take all the time you need."
Yeah.
Take all the time you need.
Which is so great.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's such a great moment.
Especially because the whole revelation that everything that he had at home were people that weren't looking out for him and did not care about what was best for him. Did what they needed to do, absolutely. Like, no one will say otherwise. But, like, what did he have to look forward to? a bunch of
Going back,
traitors
yeah,
to him personally. Like what does he have except for his friend that he actually made that they both like did something together.
yeah.
And so our last little scene that we get is him walking up to to like a little outdoor classroom and going, "Okay, class, who can tell me what this is?" And then we get a little shot of all of the Little Rock children raising their hand. It was very sweet. He's a teacher, but in their world, where we don't even get to know if he goes home or not,
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter.
No,
it's
it
very
doesn't.
it's very cute. That's the movie. You can tell we
It's-
like the movies when the whole explanation of the movie is very long.
Yeah, and it's like this is one of those movies that all of the it's you know it's good when the movie makes you feel what you're supposed to feel. You know what I mean? Like even if you're conscious of the feelings that you're supposed to feel by watching the scene, you're just like you can't help but feel it because it's well written, it's well done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've talked about that
Absolutely.
before, I think. So, and that's exactly what happens. Like everything that they want you to feel in those tense moments.
Yeah, you
feel.
get them.
Yeah, because like, man, like when the one scene where what's his name? You know, he passes out and like
Yeah.
things are going crazy, and Rocky literally is like, "Shoot, your
Yeah, he
atmosphere
has
is
to make
poisonous."
he
He's
has
like,
to make a choice.
yeah, and he literally goes out and almost dies in order to make sure that
That they don't both die.
yeah,
That's basically the choice that he made.
yeah, his options were I go and help him because if I
Yeah.
don't,
Or
we're
we
both,
both just die.
and our civilization and our
Yeah.
people and our
So it was
loved
the
ones.
right choice, just bad situation.
Yeah, it was. He didn't really have another choice, but you just felt the desperation that he had, even though he's not a human, even though he doesn't have face. Like you know that he's like.
Yeah. Well,
you
they
can
did a
feel
really
it.
good job of like humanizing this alien creature.
Yeah,
It is very good.
it's very good, very good. I mean, it was funny. Like the moments where you're supposed to laugh are great. You know, the connection they make is. I mean, and that's what movies are, right? They're stories. They tell us. They are examples of how we feel, how we perceive life, the worst of humanity, the best humanity, and stuff like that. That's what and every movie depicts. You know what I'm saying?
I saw people who were giving some critiques of this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want
How
to
did
know the
that make you
biggest
feel?
critique that I heard? It was people complaining that the movie was a lot more about the characters than it was about the science. Because the book is very like science accurate. This is what would happen if these things were to happen, and not very like in depth about Rocky and it was because it was about these two people in space, but a lot less about like their relationship with each other and a lot more about the like how they're going to pull this off. And the somebody called it the infantilizing of Rocky, where Rocky is like this actual serious like scientist astronaut, but they made him cute and lovable.
How dare they? How dare they?
How dare they?
How dare they make a character? How dare they make us care about a character?
Yeah, a weird
In a
alien
movie.
lobster crab thing.
Is he? Well, I guess he's
I would say he's more like a crab than a spider, but
yeah, he's like okay, yeah, crab, little rock crab.
little rock crab with a rich history and and a language that the author did develop intentionally.
Yeah,
Like there's linguistics behind the sounds.
like I said, we won't hear any slander against Rocky.
No, if you hate this movie, you're just wrong.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to tell you. Get better taste. Stop trying too hard.
if
to
you
be
hate this
different.
movie, you probably also hated The Last Jedi, which means we don't trust you.
I think that if people like the Star Wars series as a whole and are upset about the sequels, they have the right to be. But if you're just looking at the sequels on their own and you're upset about the middle one, that's the wrong one to be upset about.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well said.
Thank
well
you.
Said.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. But if you don't like Project Hail Mary, you're trying too hard to be different.
Yeah. For what reason, dude? Like, for what reason do you not like the movie? Give us put in the comments a real reason why you think this movie's not good.
Space is overdone.
Yeah, shut up. It's great. It's such a good movie. And like, I love, because here's the thing, like, I was very worried that they were just going to keep escalating drama, which, I mean, to a certain degree, you have to.
At some point, I was like, I don't think I can take this. I think we should probably chill out for a few minutes.
I remember thinking specifically, like, if either one of them dies, I will not be happy. You know what I mean? I was like,
I had the exact same in the movie theater. I was like, this is one of those movies where the death will not be justified.
No, yeah,
There's no justifying the death.
Yeah, if one of them dies, I will not like this.
This is a mission to rescue the universe, and if either of these heroes die, it's for nothing.
In these
There's no reason.
In these trying times, man, we needed a happy ending to this movie.
Absolutely correct.
And so Project Hail Mary did that. Like, it was very satisfying.
And we so badly needed a really good expedition to space in real life.
Yeah.
And we got one.
Yeah.
They went all the way around the moon. You want to know what they did when they lost contact with Earth? Do you know what happened when they lost contact with Earth when they were on the other side of the moon?
No, what happened?
They, instead of freaking out, they all had a cookie break. They all went to the window, they all grabbed a cookie, and they all just looked at what nobody has ever seen before.
I think we could all use a little cookie break. You know what I mean?
It's so inspiring.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
A lesson for us all.
They got mad at Mission Control because they cut off Pink Pony Club before the chorus.
Now that's something to be upset about.
I agreed. Agreed.
Not the fact that the fictional alien rock character is too cute.
Yeah,
that's
that Mission Control woke them up to Pink
be.
Pony Club and just cut it off before the chorus. Like, what monsters?
What are we doing?
We send these people into space. We send these people into space and we can't even get them the chorus to the song. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What's going on? Anyways, Jarvis, it's time to play the game.
Is it? Can we do some fun facts first before the game?
I gave so many fun facts, Jarvis.
Oh, really? Okay, let's do the game first. Let's do the game first.
Okay. What do you think the budget for this movie was, audience?
Ooh, we'll let you guys guess first. Oh,
now, Jarvis.
Okay. Man, I always want to guess like right around 120. I feel like that's always what I want to do. Like, I always want to be in that area.
I feel like that's a safe movie.
How about 89 million?
Oh, okay. So double that and then add a little bit. 200.
Okay.
200 mil.
All right, gotcha.
Which kind of makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moving parts.
A lot of CGI.
But they did a lot of practical stuff. They did a lot of practical stuff with their CGI.
Yeah.
Which is very nice. Very, very good to do. I'm going to sneeze.
No, don't do that. Bless you.
And how much do you think it made the opening weekend? Audience first. And now Jarvis. He's looking it up on his phone. Look at him.
Did it make
opening weekend
50 mil?
Okay. I'd say you're pretty close. 80 mil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're pretty close.
I almost said, you know what? I think it made 89 mil. I almost said 89.
You're pretty close. See if you trust your gut on gross worldwide. It's still in theaters, mind you, so it's not going to be the final number, but just since it's been out, which has been less than a month.
Let's say
200 mil budget, 80 mil opening weekend.
So then let's say it's made 180.
Okay. Total?
Well, like for now.
For gross worldwide, right? Yeah, okay. 573 million.
Wow,
it's
great.
Awesome.
Word's getting out.
Absolutely.
Which I love. I love it.
The box office success as far as they're concerned currently.
Yes.
Yeah. 200 mil under the Super Mario movie currently.
I just hope that they don't make a sequel. I don't think we need a sequel.
Funny enough, here's a fun fact for you. Andy Weir, when asked about what killed the other astronauts, in space said that he knows what killed them and is holding on to it for a potential sequel to that book.
Ooh.
To which I agree with you. This is probably not the best move.
Yeah.
But hey, if he wants to, that's fine.
There's so many great movies that didn't need sequels that got them, which we discussed in the last review, actually.
Yeah.
That's not
You don't need
necessary.
them. I mean, but they don't do anything to the originals.
It's really like, which I don't know. I kind of want to do
Unless it's like a saga like Star Wars. You can make a bad Star Wars movie and
Yeah.
it's ruined the whole thing.
Yeah, we know. But excuse me. I was getting close to my bedtime here. But yeah, it's kind of like shoot, what was I gonna say? I lost it.
Full-time sleepy fans over here.
I know, sleepyheads. Full-time sleepyheads. But yeah, there are just certain movies that don't really need a sequel. I feel like this one is one of those.
Well, Jarvis, can I pose the question to you? If you had to save humanity by going into space, would you do it? Knowing that you probably wouldn't return.
Right now, maybe. In a couple weeks, maybe not. Maybe my answer would be different.
My answer is yes. And my wife would be very mad about it. Extremely mad about it.
Oh my gosh. I couldn't even.
Like I would be gone and I would still not hear the end of it. You know? Be like, ooh, let's send a thing out to Earth. And then I get one back and they go, you asshole, leaving us? Why would you do this? But hey man, that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah. Give me some fun facts, brother.
Fun facts. I'm about to tell y'all what I had spoiled earlier, which is what I would rate it.
Yeah.
Which is I'm buying it on DVD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it like 12 more times.
He's gonna own the hell out of that.
Yeah, I'm more than happy with that. I'll watch it again.
Yeah,
I'll fund the second one. I don't care.
This is definitely one that I would say own it. It's that good.
It's also that
go
watch it in the full IMAX in the special IMAX theaters before it's not there anymore.
This is one you want to experience in theaters, and it's also one that you're gonna want to own
for sure.
It's that good.
And that's the end of our review.
Is it?
Yeah.
Because we could say more. Like
you lost track of time over here.
I think one of the things that I was going to say was, didn't they use the puppeteer?
Yeah,
as the voice too.
Yeah, when they were doing rehearsals, the puppeteer for Rocky, because Rocky was a puppet that they made. They were vibing a little hard.
Him and Ryan Gosling were doing lines.
They were able to improv a lot too, and they came to the realization that like nobody's gonna understand this character like the puppeteer, and so they went, "Hey, why don't you just voice him?"
Yeah,
and that's what ended up happening.
Yeah,
and it was a good choice. I also thought that they should have just used the guy who read the voice for Rocky in the audiobook. But I mean, it makes sense why they did what they did.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another critique that I heard a lot of people saying.
Yeah. What other fun facts do you have that you find in your research?
Oh, I said them all in the first part of this review.
Okay, so
did you know that it was a book by a guy named Andy Weir who also wrote The Martian?
Yeah,
which was another book by another movie that
Matt
Damon was in.
Do you know, getting off topic a little bit, the 3-Body Problem? Have you seen that series?
I've not seen this. I've not seen the series. I'm familiar with the
what
phrase.
It is. Okay, well, there's a series on Netflix actually. Really good. I think you would like it. You should watch it.
What is the 3-body problem?
So it's basically if like a civilization, like if like Earth were close enough to 3 suns, the gravity would create such chaos that life would not be survivable for long. How do you solve that? Like what can a civilization do to survive being trapped in the vicinity of 3 sons, basically. And it's this unsolvable situation. And so basically they have to, Earth scientists have to try to figure it out because some aliens have been talking with us and they're coming to Earth because they cannot figure it out.
Oh, okay.
And things get a little bit hectic. I'll put
Okay.
it that way.
Do you want a fun, because you want so many fun facts, you don't want the review to end. Do you want a fun fact about The Martian and how it's now scientifically inaccurate, even though when it was made, it was scientifically accurate?
Yeah.
So when The Martian was made, part of the movie and part of the book was figuring out how to make water on Mars to be able to grow crops, because he needed to grow crops to sustain himself while he waited for Earth to figure out how they were going to rescue him. And he ended up doing a bunch of like science with the jet fuel and a bunch of other fun stuff. And then it came out that when the Curiosity rover ended up on Mars, and I don't even know if you heard this news, because it was kind of shocking to me to hear, but it's scientifically inaccurate now, because all that he needed to do in real life, if this wanted to be accurate, was go outside, scoop up some dirt, extract the water from the dirt, and grow his crops with that water.
What is he, stupid?
Yeah, because when they went to Mars, the Curiosity rover was doing dirt samples. I think it's something like 80% of the dirt was water. Isn't that crazy? Did you hear about this?
Sounds like mud to me.
Yeah. So
not water, not dirt.
Yeah, it's an insane like thing to just learn that Mars is like actually just covered in water. It's just dirt. It's just mud.
Yeah.
Full mud. So now The Martian is not scientifically accurate, because how do you make water on Mars? You don't. You just get it.
Yeah, you just get the water that's already there.
Yeah. And this, I think, brings us to the end of the review, Jarvis.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that sentiment.
Great.
Do you want to sign us off this time?
Just stop your cries, sign the times. Gotta get away from here. You gotta talk over me, or else we're gonna get copyrighted.
We love you.
Gotta get away from here.
We love you. Also, give us some of these though on the actual video. Give us some of these.
This final show.
Some of these. Maybe give us one of these. Little Korean hearts. Guys, hope you had a good time hanging out with us. If you haven't seen Project Hail Mary, highly recommend. Please go do it while you still can.
It would make Jarvis's little Korean heart happy.
It would. Guys, full-time movie fans, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope your day is everything you dreamed to be and more, and we'll catch you in the next one.
This movie is also like Sonic Colors, because in Sonic Colors, Sonic goes to space. And also like Sonic Adventure 2, because he's also in space in that one trying to save the world. It's also like Sonic Unleashed, but only the beginning of it, because he's on a spaceship at the beginning of Sonic Unleashed. Hey. Look good over there.
Look real good.
Have you thought about sharing your kindness with others?
Share the love.
Maybe like the video. Click on that subscribe button. And show your friends.
Yeah, just touch it ever so lightly, that like button. Move over to the subscribe button. Maybe tap your keyboard just a little bit. Leave a comment. Bye.
That's it.